Hey friends, Phil here. I wanted to talk to you today about stress. You know, so many folks today are dealing with lots of stress, and many of my clients are, and I've been working with them to try to help them reduce their stress or minimize it as much as possible. And you know, just the world that we live in has created a lot of stress, especially during this pandemic that we're experiencing. So you may be experiencing some stress, or some people you know in your life might be. And as I was studying this topic of stress and reading about it, I had read a really great quote from Eckhart Tolle. He said this, and it's interesting. He said, stress comes from being here but wanting to be there. I'm going to repeat that. He said, stress comes from being here but wanting to be there. Now, I don't think he's talking about geography. He's talking about being here, maybe in this unhealthy body, but wanting to be there in the future in a more healthy body. Or being here in this unhealthy relationship and wanting to be there in a beautiful, loving, romantic relationship. Or being here in a maybe a state of lack, maybe not having a lot of money, but wanting to be there and being more wealthy, or at least being able to pay your bills, whatever that might be. So what he's saying is the stress comes from being here and wanting to be there. Well, then how do you reduce your stress if you're here and you want to be there? Well, the reality is this. The reason why we have stress is because of the sort of the emotional state that we're in when we're thinking about where we want to be, right? A future state, and not knowing how to get there, right? If we don't know how the things are going to change, of course it's going to create stress. So that is sort of a emotional kind of thought process that's causing us to be stressed. So what I would recommend that you do is create a plan. I believe a plan that's written out, okay, is like the antidote to being stressed out. Having a plan to get there from here is an antidote to all the worry. Because if you write it out and at least have the plan, even if you haven't executed it yet, it reduces your level of stress. For me, it does anyways. If I am worried about how I'm going to do this or that, create a plan. If I have a plan, it reduces my level of worry and stress and allows me to move forward to try to execute that plan and hopefully arrive there. But here's the thing. And this is why you need to eliminate this thought process of being stressed out about being there when you're here. Because when you get there, there is now here, and you're going to want to be at another there, right? And this is how our life is. We're always striving for more, and we're typically not content. We want to be healthier, or we want to have better relationships, or we want to have more money. So even when you get there, there will now be here, right? And you're going to want a new there. This will drive you absolutely nuts if you continue this way. So it's okay to plan for the future and have some logical plan for the future. That's okay. Being hopeful for the future and having a plan and writing it out and having great goals, that's all intellectual. But don't let the emotional side of you, okay, take over and control you and cause all this stress in your life because you're here and want to be there, because it'll always be that way, because there is actually here once you get there, right? Eckhart calls it the now, right? Where there is no future, there is no past, there's just the now. When you were in the past, it was now, right? That time that you were thinking about in the past that you wish you didn't do this or didn't do that, that was now. And that future that you're hoping for, when you're there, it will be now, okay? So rather than stress out about all of this, wanting to be there and I'm here, know that, well, when you're there, you're gonna be here as well. And so use your intellectual faculties, right, to create a plan for yourself. Write it out. Even if you don't know how you're going to execute it, the how doesn't really matter. What matters is that you have something to look at. Say, I can do this, right, step by steps. Take the first step, take the second step. And as you do this, you start to minimize your worry, minimize your stress. So the plan is an antidote for your stress. If you like this video, please like it. And if you know somebody who could use it, which I bet you know a lot of people that could use this video, share it with them. I promise you it'll benefit them. And if you'd like to hear more of these and see more of my videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell there, and you can be notified every time I fire off a new video. Enjoy the rest of your day.